In today's video, I'm breaking down exactly what's still included for free on both domestic and international flights, so you know what to expect and how to prepare for your next trip. Let's get things off with what drinks you can still get for free. And trust me, a few of the things on this list might surprise you. Free drinks on flights. On domestic flights, the three major U.S. airlines, United, Delta, and American, still offer free non-alcoholic drinks in economy. That includes the basics: water, soda, juice, coffee, and tea. But here's something a lot of travelers don't realize: you're not limited to one tiny plastic cup. If you ask politely, most flight attendants will happily hand over the entire can of soda. And if you want both tomato juice and a glass of water, it's usually no problem at all. Now, alcohol is a different story. On domestic flights, beer, wine, and spirits are almost never free. In fact, some flights don't even sell them, depending on the time of day or the route. Another secret? Airlines often stock off-menu drinks. Things like hot chocolate, decaf coffee, or hot water with lemon aren't always advertised, but many crews carry the supplies. You just have to ask. I've even seen passengers request a glass of plain milk from the coffee service, not guaranteed, but it happens. On international flights, the beverage perks level up. You'll get all the same free non-alcoholic options as domestic, but with the addition of house beer, wine, and sometimes spirits even in economy. Flight attendants often offer a drink with meals, but don't be shy about asking for a refill. One more tip: if you're ever thirsty mid-flight, don't wait for the drink cart. Press the call button or head to the galley. Crew members are used to it and would rather you ask than get dehydrated. Snacks and meals you can expect. On domestic flights, snacks are free, but only on trips longer than about 250 to 300 miles, which usually means an hour in the air. You'll find pretzels, Biscoff cookies, snack mix, or sometimes chips and chocolates. It's not fancy, but it's something. And here's the hack: you can often get more than one. If you ask politely, flight attendants are usually fine with giving you both the cookie and the pretzels. Have kids? Missed snack service while napping? Just mention it, and they'll likely bring you an extra. Full meals, though, are not included on domestic flights unless you're in first class. You can buy food, but don't expect it for free. International flights are a whole different story. Shortly after takeoff, you'll usually get a complimentary hot meal with salad, a bread roll, an entree, and dessert. Vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, kosher, halal, and other special meals are available, but here's the trick: you need to request them at least 48 hours in advance. Anyone can do it, you don't need proof of medical or religious reasons. On flights longer than 7 hours, there's often a second meal or snack before landing. It could be a light breakfast, a sandwich, or fruit. And during very long-haul flights, airlines sometimes set out a tray of snacks in the galley: chips, cookies, sometimes even fruit. It's self-serve, and yes, it's free. Comfort items. Here's where expectations and reality can clash. On most domestic flights in economy, pillows and blankets aren't standard. Occasionally, on long overnight or cross-country flights, a small stash is available, but once they're gone, they're gone. International flights are more generous. On long-haul routes, you'll usually find a pillow and blanket waiting at your seat. Don't expect luxury, they're thin and scratchy, but they do the job. Pro tip: use the pillow for lower back support instead of under your head. It can make a big difference. Delta sometimes offers a basic sleep kit with an eye mask and earplugs on overnight flights. But don't count on extras like toothpaste or socks in economy. If you want those, bring your own mini comfort kit. In-flight entertainment. Gone are the days when you had to bring a book or stare at the seat back in front of you. Most U.S. airlines now offer free in-flight entertainment. On domestic flights, you can usually stream movies, shows, and music to your phone, tablet, or laptop through the airline's app. You don't need to pay for Wi-Fi to do this, it's a separate system. Newer planes often have seatback screens, especially with Delta and United. Some airlines even partner with streaming services. For example, Delta has Spotify playlists, while American offers Apple TV Plus content. If you forget headphones, ask a flight attendant. They may have free wired earbuds, not great quality, but better than nothing. United now allows Bluetooth headphone pairing on many long-haul planes, which is a game changer. On international flights, the entertainment options expand even further. Hundreds of movies, TV shows, music albums, podcasts, and even games are at your fingertips, all free. Some airlines also sneak in meditation apps, language learning programs, or sleep soundtracks, which can be a lifesaver on a long flight. Wi-Fi and messaging. This one surprises a lot of people. On most domestic flights, United and Delta both offer free messaging. That means you can use iMessage, WhatsApp, or Facebook Messenger to send text-only messages. No photos, no videos, but texts go through just fine. American is less consistent. Sometimes messaging is free, sometimes not, it depends on the plane. Delta is leading the pack by offering free full Wi-Fi on most domestic flights if you sign up for their SkyMiles loyalty program. It's free to join, and you can even do it at the gate before boarding. United gives free Wi-Fi to T-Mobile customers, while others have to pay. Internationally, it's more hit or miss. Some flights have free messaging, others don't. Paid Wi-Fi is usually available but can get expensive fast. Luggage rules and freebies. Let's talk about baggage, the part of travel that causes the most frustration. In economy, you're always allowed one carry-on bag and one personal item for free on United, Delta, and American. The carry-on goes in the overhead bin, the personal item must fit under the seat in front of you. One catch: if you buy a basic economy ticket on United, you only get a personal item. No full-sized carry-on. Delta and American are more lenient, they still allow a carry-on. Checked bag fees on domestic routes usually range from $35 to $50 for the first bag, unless you have airline status or a co-branded credit card that gives you one free. Pay online in advance if you can, it's often more expensive at the airport. On international flights, most economy passengers get at least one checked bag for free. The rules vary by airline and destination, but in general, you'll be better off baggage-wise when crossing continents. Traveling with kids. Parents, here's some good news. If you're traveling with a child under 2, they can often fly free as a lap infant within the US. You'll still need to add them to your reservation, but it usually doesn't cost anything except taxes on international routes. Strollers and car seats? You can bring them for free. They can be checked at the gate or stored in the cabin if they fit. Many airlines also hand out free kids kits if you ask. These might include activity books, crayons, puzzles, or little toys. United even has sensory strips for kids who fidget or get anxious. Seat selection and upgrades. This is a sneaky one. Airlines want you to pay for seat assignments, but if you wait until online check-in, 24 hours before departure, many standard economy seats can still be chosen for free. It's not guaranteed, but worth checking. And here's an important new rule: US airlines must seat families with children under 13 together at no extra charge, even in basic economy. If your seats aren't together, talk to the gate agent. By law, they have to fix it. As for upgrades, free ones in economy are rare, but they do happen. If a flight is oversold, occasionally passengers are moved to premium economy or even business class. Being polite and dressing decently doesn't hurt your chances. Time of day flight perks. Believe it or not, the time you fly can change what's free. On red-eye flights, you're more likely to find blankets and pillows available. On morning flights, some airlines still serve free coffee refills more generously. Even meal service can differ. On some overnight international flights, dinner is served quickly so passengers can sleep, while morning flights may include an additional breakfast before landing. Health and comfort hacks. Freebies are great, but your comfort often comes down to preparation. Bring your own empty water bottle and fill it at the airport. On board, you can always ask for multiple cups of water. Flight attendants would rather keep you hydrated than deal with a medical emergency. Hot water is another underrated freebie. Pack instant oatmeal, miso soup packets, or herbal tea bags, and ask for hot water. Suddenly, you've got a free meal or snack mid-flight. Stretching is also important. Some airlines include exercise videos in the in-flight entertainment system. Even if they don't, standing up and doing a few stretches near the galley is free, and your body will thank you. Airport gate and boarding freebies. Even before you step on the plane, there are a few things you can get for free if you know where to look. Many gates still offer complimentary water refills, just bring an empty bottle and ask at the counter. Some airports even have hydration stations right near the boarding area. Boarding early can also give you hidden perks. Families with children, people who need extra time, and sometimes even those who just politely ask if overhead bins are filling up too fast can board earlier than their group. That extra time on the plane means you'll have first pick of overhead space, which can be a game changer if you're traveling with multiple carry-ons. Hidden perks for long-haul travelers. On ultra-long-haul flights, think 12 hours or more, airlines often add in extra touches that aren't always announced. For example, some carriers roll out mid-flight snack bars with fruit, sandwiches, or instant noodles. Others dim the cabin lights and quietly hand out eye masks or extra water bottles. Another little-known perk, many international airlines will give you free toothbrushes, toothpaste, and even slippers if you ask during an overnight flight. They're not always set out in economy, but they're usually stocked for passengers who request them. If you're celebrating something like a honeymoon, birthday, or anniversary, it's always worth letting the crew know. While nothing is guaranteed, flight attendants occasionally go out of their way to bring a complimentary dessert, glass of champagne, or even just a handwritten note to make the occasion special. Final tips and summary. So, what's the real secret to getting freebies on a flight? 2 things: know what's available, and ask politely. Airlines won't always advertise everything, and crew members aren't mind readers. Every flight is a little different, but now you know what's included: free drinks, snacks, meals on long routes, pillows and blankets internationally, in-flight entertainment, messaging, and even small extras for kids and families. If you want the most out of your flight, plan ahead, pack smart, and don't be afraid to ask. The worst they can say is no.